Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tyler and you guys will have to forgive me. I'm a little sick, but not as sick as this video is about to. Look, I've been trying to think of how to make sense of this intro all morning. It didn't work. All right. So now you'll have to forgive me for that too. So welcome to episode 3 of Back at My Mom's. The video that I am revamping today is this one. I was talking about like Halloween remakes, and at first for this video I wanted to rank the horror remakes. There's a lot I haven't seen, like what My Bloody Valentine, the Black Christmas, Candyman. That'd have to be a lot of preparation, and what I got is I got 32 horror villains that I am pitting up against each other. I think they're going head to head, and it's not who's my favorite, because I love Michael Myers. He was my first little bobblehead. What's up, Mikey? No, it's with their powers, who would kick ass, all right? Who would win in a fight? So, without further ado, here we fucking go. I'm gonna be looking down at this paper. I got a bracket here. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking down at. So number 1, we have A Quiet Place Monster versus Annie Wilkes. I'm really upset that my random number generator put these two up against each other because I love Annie Wilkes, but honestly, I don't know how she would fare against. And do they have names? The Quiet Place Monsters? I don't think they do. But let me think about this. Let me see if there's any hope for my girl. Because fun fact, Misery was the first movie I ever watched on Netflix. It's a special place in my heart, man. I'm sorry. She's a human. She makes noise. Quiet Place Monsters, moving on. We got Michael Myers versus Babyface, which I'm like 95% sure that's what they called the villain from... Why am I showing you a picture here? I already got him on the screen somewhere. I'll figure this out later. I gotta give it to Michael Myers. Babyface is just some bitch in some high school or college. I think it was college. And just a head. It's just a head. Still a great movie though. But Michael Myers moves on. Ghostface versus Children of the Corn. Wow. All right, I'm on a Ghostface hype train right now because Scream 6 fucking blew my expectations out of the water because I'm not a big fan of the Scream franchise. But Scream 6 was amazing, and that had Ghostface in it. But at the end of the day, Ghostface is just some pissed off teenager in a mask. Not always a teenager, but like majority of the time, yeah. Or it's Billy Loomis's mother, or the director from Scream 3. But Children of the Corn, they're just children. Fuck, but it's outnumbered. Although Ghostface has quite the kill count racked up. I gotta give it to Ghostface. Plus, I'm not a big fan of Children of the Corn. Aren't there like a ton of those fucking movies? I've seen the original, and I know they're redoing it, or they have redone it. Whatever. No one liked it. So, Ghostface moves on. Megan versus the family from Ready or Not. Now, Megan was probably one of my favorite horror movies of 2022, I think. Right? No, that was this year, 2023. And Ready or Not was my favorite horror movie of 2019, I believe. Give me some leeway on the years, okay? But the Ready from Family or Not, they suck. They accidentally killed their own people. They couldn't kill Samara Weaving. Ghostface could. Anyways, it's Megan. Megan moves on. Leprechaun versus Jason. Some of my favorite horror franchises of all time. My top 3, Friday the 13th, Leprechaun, and Chucky. As franchises, I'm not talking about as characters or just individual movies. Leprechaun versus Jason. Look, I've seen Leprechaun regenerate and grow back. And Jason likes to chop bitches up. Leprechaun's got magic. Jason's kind of supernatural. I don't know if Leprechaun can die. Jason can kind of die. He can be subdued. Leprechaun's just a magical being. I never thought in my life that in a horror matchup, you would not even make it past the first round. But I gotta be realistic here. I think I gotta phone a friend.
Hello.
Hey, Tori, this is Regis with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I got you on, and Tyler really needs your help with a video here.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Leprechaun versus Jason. Who would win in a fight?
Okay, so Leprechaun is magical.
Yep.
But Jason is already dead.
I didn't think about it like that. Because Jason likes to chop people up, and I've seen Leprechaun regenerate.
Yeah.
Like, grow back. But they're both kind of immortal. Jason can kind of be subdued, like in Cryo, but like, I don't know.
Well, no, I would probably say Leprechaun. Because he could easily put him anywhere. Like, he can make him disappear.
Okay.
He could probably kill him 1,000,000 times. Whereas Jason, I think, is fast, but he'd be too slow for Leprechaun, I think.
Yeah, and plus...
He's a little shit that can,
He's a little shit.
pop up anywhere. He's a little shit.
Yeah, he can teleport. They say Jason can too, but I actually watched a film theory about that, how he really can't. All right. Leprechaun moves on. Bruce the Shark, aka Jaws, versus Predator. Now this is awesome because Predator, their biggest thing is they like to go for like highest of the food chain. Like I saw Prey, that Hulu original, where it's like, all right, the bug, the snake, the rabbit, the fox, the bird, the wolf, the bear. It just kept going up to see what the big, and obviously it was human. But it seemed that the human's biggest predator was the shark from Jaws. Excuse me. It's fucking, Juneberry is delicious, but boy. Look, Jaws is in the water. Predator would find a way. Predator's got all this tech. Predator moves on. Jigsaw versus Carrie White. Now, once again, I said I've only included characters that I've seen their movies. There's one Carrie movie. I mean, there are remakes and sequel, but fuck, I've seen the original Carrie, but I've only seen the first Saw movie. I know about them. I know Jigsaw's whole shtick is that, oh, I'm not a murderer, but like, bleh. Carrie would win. My girl's got telekinesis. She can get out of a trap. She really can. She could blow this motherfucker's head off. She could find where, what's his name? Toby? Not important. Carrie White moves on. Like, let's be real. Some traps versus a telekinetic. Carrie White moves on. Christine versus the Graboids. Now, Christine is the car from Christine, and Graboids are what people commonly refer to as tremors. They're not tremors. Graboids create tremors. Tremors are the shakes in the ground. No, they're the Graboids. I'm sorry, but like, Christine, you are pure bait for what Graboids do. They will eat a car in a heartbeat. Oh my god, I fucking love Christine. Love Christine. But yeah, Graboids move on. Jack Torrance from The Shining versus Pinhead from Hellraiser. It's Pinhead. I don't even need to say anymore. Jack Torrance is just some crazy dude with an axe, and Pinhead is literally the priest of hell. Pinhead moves on. So we got a guy known as the Grabber who grabs children versus a child. And we'll say it's Gage post the dead thing, so he's kind of like, it's still the Grabber. All he's got to do is pick up Gage and lock him up. Look, maybe Gage could cut him, but Grabber's a grown man. He can get cut a little bit by a kid. It's the fucking Grabber, man. I cannot believe I included this. John Voight from Anaconda, because I don't remember his name, versus Cujo. Ooh. We got a man who hunts animals versus an animal. Let's put them up in their most likely scenario that they would meet, right? This isn't likely at all. But John Voight's on the ship, and Cujo was a pet dog that someone brought with them, and then boom, bat, rabies. Yes, right? Cujo got rabies from a bat? Doesn't matter. It does, but like it doesn't. So let's just say John Voight is trapped on this ship with Cujo. John Voight's ship, he got weapons. Cujo just a dog. Maybe John Voight would have a snake eat Cujo. I'm not saying John Voight controls anacondas, but like, I'm sorry, it's probably gonna be John Voight. And I love hating his character. So, sorry Cujo, John Voight moves on. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and just all the clowns, versus Chucky. And sure, we'll make it Cult of Chucky, where it's like all the Chuckies.
Yes.
Hello, Tori. You're on the line with Regis Philbin. Tyler has a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have all the killer clowns from outer space. I'm talking about like there's 4. How many killer clowns were there in the movie? Like a ton?
There's a lot, yeah.
Okay, so to make it a little bit fair, we'll go like the Cult of Chucky, where there's a shit ton of Chuckies. I don't know if you've seen the TV show. There's a fuck ton of Chuckies.
Yeah.
You're way more familiar with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I've only seen it once with you. I love Chucky, but I don't want my bias to control the outcome here. So who would win? Killer Clowns versus this little fucking doll that doesn't die?
Well, the thing is with Chucky, super fucking smart.
Chucky's smart.
The clowns are smart.
Okay.
But they can be kind of dumb sometimes. But it's probably gonna be Killer Clowns because they just have more power. Like they have more. I mean, they have. What is it? Is it a vapor gun? Like I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever that is, like you dissipate in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, they got their guns. Chucky just has like traps and knives, but basically when you're dealing with guns versus kind of anything else, fuck, so you think Killer Clowns takes this?
Yeah.
Alright. Killer Clowns moves on. Freddy versus Candyman. Wow, because these two kind of go hand in hand with their powers, but I don't think Freddy Krueger, there's kind of proof in all of his movies. He's never looked in the mirror and said Candyman 3-5 times. Is it 3-5? But even if he did, Freddy Krueger's kind of real and everyone can see him. Candyman, not really. Candyman's got a hook. Freddy Krueger's got the claws. They both have hand weapons. Oh, Jesus. This one's fucking... Do I have to call Tori again?
Yes.
Look, I really thought I could do this one on my own. Freddy Krueger versus Candyman.
Well, oh god. This is too intricate, because you gotta think, Freddy shows up in dreams.
Yeah.
Candyman shows up after you summon him.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
If we just pit them up against each other, like... So Freddy Krueger... Or Candyman doesn't sleep, so Freddy Krueger's never gonna get Candyman summoned. Freddy Krueger's never gonna say Candyman in the mirror. So let's just rule that out. You got a hand of...
Can we just make it a tie?
You got a hand of knives versus a hook. And Freddy Krueger really can't die, and neither can Candyman. I'm...
Call Austin.
Call Austin?
Austin!
Let me see if this motherfucker picks up.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Can Candyman die? Candyman dies when his mirror that was once his former lover's gift in his former life breaks. What? Oh. Alright. The Candyman is largely driven by a need to sustain his legacy, killing those who doubt his existence. Oh my god, that's like Freddy Krueger. I'm giving it to Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger moves on. Wow, that was fucking hard. The old man from Don't Breathe, because I don't think he is ever given a name, versus motherfucking Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends. And look, I don't hate his character, but they should have introduced him in Halloween and just kept building it up. You know, I don't know why I did the head thing. Let's just give it to the old man from Don't Breathe, just because Corey Cunningham's a little fucking shit. Not like little shit as in Leprechaun, he's a little shithead. The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers, because I think that's what he goes by, or what it goes by, versus motherfucking Pennywise. Look, Pennywise feasts on your fear. Oh my god, the Creeper comes back like every 27 years, 23 years? He comes back like every 27 years? What if they're just never on the same sleep schedule? I'm gonna give it to Pennywise just because if the Creeper is afraid of... Ashlee's off camera shaking her head with me. If he is scared of something, he'll fucking kill him. But also, Pennywise is kind of petty. Pennywise. In the fact that if he can't kill the Creeper, then he'll target you and just try to fucking kill you. And Creeper is just a creep. He's just a dude. He's a figure in a trench coat and a hat. Pennywise is whatever the fuck he needs to be. Pennywise moves on. Plus Bill Skarsgård is yummy. Leatherface versus Hannibal Lecter. Wow, that's a good fucking matchup. I'm gonna have to give it to Leatherface. Look, Hannibal Lecter is like a certified genius, but brains don't really mean much when it's against a chainsaw. And let me think about this. Ash, have you seen Silence of the Lambs? Okay. Have you seen... You familiar with Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Okay. What do you think?
Who do I think wins?
Yeah.
Leatherface.
She says Leatherface. I said Leatherface as well. Tommy moves on. I'll call him Leatherface. Leatherface moves on. All right. That concludes the first round of my horror bracket. Horror villain, whatever. Okay, we have Quiet Place Monster versus Michael Myers. Oh my god. Michael Myers doesn't make any sound. And if the Quiet Place Monster people are within his path to his house, ooh, I'm gonna give it to Michael Myers. Literally the only villain on this list that doesn't make noise. Bro. Am I right? Yeah, everyone else is like a loud piece of shit. I'm giving it to Michael Myers. That's fucking awesome. Michael Myers moves on. Ghostface versus Megan. Look, if I'm pitting these up against each other just based on the fact that they're like my favorite horror movies of this year, I'm gonna still give it to Ghostface, but Ghostface, once again, is just some prick in a costume. Megan, she's an android that wants to kill you. So let's just say Ghostface was targeting Katie. Megan, you're shaking your head. You think it's Megan? Fuck. Megan moves on. Leprechaun versus Predator. What? Ash, do you have any input on this? You've never seen Leprechaun? All right, let's see if Tori comes through again.
Hi, you've reached the voice.
I'm on my own. Okay, let me think about this. I can do this. Predator loses. It's Leprechaun. Leprechaun will find a way to just fuck him up from a distance. And even if Predator can like get some hits on him, Leprechaun gonna survive. Literally, I've seen this You haven't seen these movies. Leprechaun grows out of a man's penis in one of them. It's Leprechaun 4. Leprechaun goes to space. Predator ever gone to space? Predator literally is an alien. Yeah, so stupid. Okay, but right? Leprechaun moves on. Carrie versus the Graboids from Tremors. Carrie with that telekinesis, dog. Carrie goes on. Carrie moves on. Pinhead versus the Grabber. Look, I don't need to talk about this long, but the grabber's just a dude in a mask. Pinhead is a hell being. It's Pinhead moves on. John Voight from Anaconda versus Killer Clowns from Outer Space. John Voight looks like he was in the stomach of the Anaconda. Spoilers, sorry. That may as well have been a little cotton candy sack. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, move on. Freddy Krueger versus the guy from Don't Breathe. Look, I don't care how much of a badass the guy from Don't Breathe is. If you dream, you gonna scream. That's so fucking corny. Pennywise versus Leatherface. Oh, poor Leatherface. Pennywise moves on. We got Michael Myers versus Megan. I think Michael Myers would put more effort into trying to kill Megan than Megan would to kill Michael. Michael Myers is kind of a force that can't die. Fuck Halloween Ends. I think Michael would eventually stab whatever wire keeps Megan powered. Ash, Michael Myers versus Megan.
That's kind of hard.
It is kind of hard. I think Michael Myers. Are you thinking Megan? One of them can't really die, and I'm referring to Megan. Okay? At the end of the day, Michael Myers is a man just with heightened abilities.
I think I would give it to Megan, honestly.
But Megan is just a fucking program.
Yeah, but she's fast and stealthy and smart, so.
Fast, stealthy, and smart. Michael Myers is stealthy, slow, and strong. Megan was also strong.
Super strong.
Ah!
Maybe if he stabbed in the right spot, but I still think it would probably be her.
Maybe if he stabbed in the right spot. That's why I'm thinking... Fuck! I gotta give it to Megan just because he's my favorite. I can't let that be the reason he moves on. Megan moves on. Leprechaun versus Carrie. Leprechaun. Thank God I finally have an easy-ish round. That was a little bit of deliberation in my head. Leprechaun's been giving me fucking trouble. I'm gonna go with Leppy. Leppy moves on because they both have telekinesis, but then Leprechaun has way more. The Carrie, that's it. She's got periods and telekinesis, right? Leprechaun, I know that's funny, right? Leprechaun moves on. Pinhead versus the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm not that familiar with either, really.
Tyler, I'm at the grocery store.
Then I'll make this quick. Pinhead versus Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
God damn it.
I know, I don't know much about either of them, and you've seen those movies way more than I have.
Hold on. Let me ask my dad's opinion.
Good.
My mom says Killer Clowns, my dad says Pinhead, so.
Ashley also says Pinhead. I don't know much.
Because he's from like the underworld, right?
Yeah.
He's got minions, Pinhead.
And plus, I don't think Killer Clowns are smart enough to even solve his puzzle to summon Pinhead, but like, let's just skip that part and say they're reversing each other. Fuck, Pinhead moves. I don't know shit about Pinhead. All right, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, fuck! Freddy Krueger versus Pennywise. All right, let's break this down. Freddy Krueger is just a burn victim with a glove of hands. I was gonna say a glove of hands. He's got knife fingers. Pennywise he's got claws. He can be a spider dude. He can be whatever the fuck he wants to be. Freddy Krueger does actually have some vulnerability when he's in the real world, to where he was scared a little bit when he realized that, oh fuck, I'm not in my dream world anymore. Pennywise will take what little fear Freddy Krueger has and turn it against him. I'm going with Pennywise. I'm getting a nod of approval from my couch. Pennywise moves on. Oh, I fucking love Pennywise. More than Freddy Krueger. Megan versus Leprechaun. Megan versus Leprechaun. Megan versus Leprechaun. Megan versus Leprechaun. Leprechaun manipulates people. Megan's not technically a person. That's what her name stands for. Megan, Leprechaun, Megan, Leprechaun. Megan would try to kill Leprechaun. Leprechaun would use magic to somehow disable her. I'm gonna have to give this one to Leprechaun. Motherfucking Pinhead versus Pennywise. Leprechaun versus... Nope. Pennywise versus Pinhead. Pennyhead versus Pinwise. That's funny. That's stupid. Okay. They're both kind of from hell. Pennywise claims to be the eater of worlds. Pinhead, in that sense, kind of seems a little bit limited. He, like, takes off your skin and wants to, like, kiss up on you and stuff. Pennywise is just fun to eat you. He's just happy to be there with you on his dinner plate. I think she's whispering Pennywise. Yeah, I had to think about it. I don't know, like, in reality, if they would ever... In reality, well, that's kind of redundant to say. There's nothing real about these guys. But I think Pennywise, if they were ever in the same realm... Yeah, I give it to Pennywise. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, we have Leprechaun versus Pennywise. Huh. Short magic guy versus tall magic guy. I don't know if Leprechaun's really afraid of anything except for people taking his gold. Pennywise would... Is Leprechaun's biggest fear bankruptcy? I think I have to give it to Pennywise. She shakes her head in approval. Pennywise, motherfuckers, is the winner! Oh, I'm so fucking... Who could have beaten Pennywise? Because obviously he didn't go against everyone. Let's see. Who could have beaten Pennywise? No one. Look, argue with me down below in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. Pennywise is the motherfucking winner. I don't know why I do that every time. That tickled my mouth. But yeah, sound off below in the comments. Who... I don't even need to know who wins. You know, you can hear the sickness coming through now. Who's your guys' favorite horror villain, right? Who is he? Mine is probably Michael Myers. I have just a nostalgic bias for him. But I'm glad that Pennywise came out on top, all right? So, yeah. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. I've been having a lot of fun with like these tournament bracket things. So I got 32 horror villains, all of which I have seen in a movie. So if like the Babadook was like number 4 on the list, but I had to cross him off because I've never seen that movie. Is it a him?